everyone. Welcome to Sam's Summaries. This episode is a deep dive discussion into Sam Fury's summary of the introduction from the book Models by Mark Manson. It has been created with the help of AI. The introduction is titled Movement. You can read the original post at samfury.com.
Okay, so today we're going deep on this review we found online of Mark Manson's book, Models, Attract Women Through Honesty. And I know right off the bat the title might sound a little niche.
Right.
But the reviewer actually makes this really interesting case that there's actually a lot of wisdom in this book for, anyone, not just heterosexual men looking to, attract women.
Right.
And it's interesting, the reviewer himself, he talks about how, he's getting back into the dating scene after like 20 years.
Oh, wow.
And he kind of got sucked into that whole like pickup artist thing.
Right.
All those tactics and strategies.
Oh, yeah, that was a whole...
It was a huge thing.
Yeah.
And so he was like deep in that world for a while.
Interesting.
And then he kind of came to the point where he's like, wait a minute, this feels really manipulative. Like, this doesn't feel genuine.
Right.
And so that's kind of what led him to Mark Manson's book.
Okay.
Which is interesting because it seems like it's almost like the complete opposite approach.
It sounds like it, yeah.
Like the anti-pickup artist.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so I think that's what makes this review so interesting.
I agree. Yeah, that's a good point.
Because it is like, coming from someone who's like been there.
Right.
Done that.
Yeah.
Had that experience with those more manipulative techniques.
And he's speaking from experience. Like, he's not just...
Exactly. He's not just like...
Some outsider.
Yeah, some outsider coming in and saying like, oh, this is all BS.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I tried it.
He's like, I was in the trenches.
It doesn't work.
Exactly.
It leaves you feeling kind of empty.
Right, yeah.
And actually, he had this really funny story about how he, tried to use a pickup line on this woman. And it completely backfired.
Oh, really? And like, I think that was kind of a turning point for him.
Wow. So what happened?
Well, he doesn't go into too much detail, but he's just like, it was like so cheesy and so awkward.
Oh my God.
And she like totally saw right through it.
That's so cringy.
No.
Ugh, I hate it when that happens.
I know, right?
It's like you can feel the secondhand embarrassment.
And totally.
Just like oozing out of the page.
It's so bad. And I
can
think...
only imagine. Oh, God.
And so I think for him, that was really kind of like a wake-up call where he's like, okay, these techniques are not about real connection.
Right.
They're about trying to manipulate someone into
doing what you want, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not really genuine at all, is it?
No, not at all. And so
this book Models, what is it about then? If it's not about pickup artistry, what's the alternative?
Yeah, so it seems like the core difference here is that Models is all about building genuine confidence. So it's not about learning these like canned lines or tricks to try to like
to trick people,
to trick people into liking you. It's actually about working on yourself. So it's about identifying your own insecurities, your own anxieties, and addressing those. So it's about becoming a more
that makes a lot of sense,
attractive person from the inside out.
So it's like self-improvement almost.
Yes, exactly. And the reviewer even talks about how the book like dives into how to identify like those really deep-seated
that's interesting
insecurities that might be holding you back. And he's not even just talking about dating. He's talking about life in general.
So it's got a wider scope than just dating.
It's like using dating as a way to like understand yourself better.
Improve, like your whole life.
Exactly.
Okay, interesting. So it's about
becoming more attractive. By working on yourself? But how did that actually work?
Right. Well, the idea is that when you address those like inner challenges, you naturally become more confident or self-assured. And that confidence like radiates outward.
So it's like,
and that makes you more attractive to other people.
It's like an aura almost.
Yeah, it's like you're not trying to like put on this act. You're actually just becoming a more
you're becoming an athletic person.
Yeah, a more genuine version of yourself.
Exactly, and the reviewer even compares it to like anxiety being contagious.
Oh, that's a good analogy.
Yeah, so it's like if you're nervous and insecure. It can actually make the other person feel uncomfortable, too.
Oh, yeah. I've definitely felt that.
Yeah,
You
totally.
can kind of like sense it, you know?
Right. You pick up on that energy.
Yeah.
And so it's like if you're projecting that kind of energy, it's not going to be attractive.
Not at all.
But if you're projecting like genuine confidence and positive energy.
Yeah, then that's got to be attractive.
Yeah, that's going to be way more attractive.
So it's less about like what you say.
Exactly.
Or what you do. It's more about like.
It's about who you are.
It's the vibe.
Yeah, the vibe.
Right. Yeah.
And there was this other idea in the review that I thought was really fascinating.
Okay.
He talks about seduction as the interplay of emotions.
Oh, okay.
What do you think he means by that?
So I think he's getting at this idea that attraction isn't just about, you know, words or like pickup lines or like, you know.
Like cheesy techniques.
Exactly. Yeah. It's about the emotional energy that you're bringing to the interaction.
Yeah, it's almost like you're creating this like, emotional atmosphere.
Yes, exactly.
And like if that atmosphere is like tense and awkward and uncomfortable, that's not going to be very seductive.
No, it's going to be the opposite.
But if it's like playful and fun and, you know, engaging, you're both like feeling good.
Yeah, feeling comfortable.
Then that's when things start to get interesting.
That's where the magic happens.
Exactly. Yeah. And so it's like, it's not about trying to force anything.
Yeah.
It's about cultivating that like internal state.
That genuine internal state.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not about.
It's being your best self.
Yeah. It's about being authentically you.
And then letting that shine through.
Exactly.
And then other people will respond to that.
And the reviewer even talks about how like this approach has helped him.
Oh, really?
Not just in his dating life.
Okay.
But also in his like personal life.
Oh, interesting.
Like in his relationships with his friends.
So he's saying it's applicable.
Yeah.
Beyond just the dating world.
And he even says that it's helped him in his career.
Right.
Because he's like, you know, when you're confident.
Yeah.
And you're not afraid to be yourself.
Yeah.
People respond to that.
People are drawn to that.
Yeah, they're drawn to that.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, and I think that's what's so cool about this whole concept. Is that it's not just about like.
It's bigger.
Yeah, it's bigger than just dating.
Than just picking someone up.
It's about becoming a more well-rounded individual.
Yeah.
And so even though the book is marketed towards heterosexual men, the reviewer really emphasizes that these principles are universal.
I think that makes a lot of sense. Because like you were saying, it's about just being a better, more well-rounded, genuine version of yourself. And that's going to help you in every area of your life.
Yeah, no matter who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Or what you're looking for.
Totally. And I think that's something that a lot of people can benefit from hearing.
Absolutely. And it's funny because I think sometimes we get so caught up in these like specific techniques or strategies. Tricks, hacks that we forget about.
Right.
The fundamentals.
The fundamentals, exactly. And I think
this book seems like it's getting back to.
Yeah, this book is all about the fundamentals.
It is a core of
like, who are you?
Yeah.
What do you want? And how can you be the best version of yourself?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when you do that.
And then let that attract the right people.
The right people and the right opportunities.
Into your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, it's not about trying to force anything.
It's about letting.
Someone have magnet.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's about attracting instead of chasing.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I love that.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
So good. Yeah. So, I don't know.
I think this has been a really
this review has been
enlightening deep dive.
So eye-opening.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think what's so cool about it is that it's given me a lot to think about.
Me too.
In terms of like my own life and my own relationships.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
it's definitely food for thought.
It's definitely food for thought. And I think it's
and it makes you wonder, you know, if you're listening to this.
Yeah.
How can you cultivate that genuine confidence in a way that feels authentic to you?
Yeah, that's the question.
That's the goodness.
Because it's not going to look the same for everyone.
Exact.
Yeah, and I think that's what's so exciting about it.
Yeah.
Is that it's like a journey.
It's a journey of self-discovery.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive.
Yes, thanks for listening.
We'll see you next time.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Sam's Summaries. If you found this episode useful, let us know with a like, follow, and share. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to visit samfury.com to get free access to all of Sam's original summaries, which you can download as PDFs, as well as other exclusive content. It's all completely free at samfury.com.